All right. Now, any items requiring, we're going to move to item 8, items requiring individual action, non-consent. We have number 1, PR number 24363, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with Preferred Facilities Group of Port Arthur, Texas, to construct a photo op on Pleasure Island and Lakefront Park in the amount not to exceed $464,072. Funding available in account number 450-00-8525-00-00000. Project number PI 0005.CON. All right. A motion for approval?
So moved. Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any questions?
Yes.
Okay. Councilmember Becca?
I appreciate the timeline that's been put together for this, but I've got some concerns. And I realize that a lot of this, it's already been approved. We've already agreed that this is a project that's going to move forward, but I think the timing on this is just not good. I don't think we're being good stewards of the resources that we have as a city. And while I understand that $200,000 of this was a donation from the Chenier Corporation, which is great, that money can sit in a bank account and it can continue to draw interest while we look at other things that the city really has need of. We have streets that need to be repaired. We have aging infrastructure. We have issues with TCEQ. I just don't think that this is good timing for this project. I also don't think, and this actually made me chuckle when I saw this, that comparing this project to the Las Vegas sign in Nevada, the Hollywood letters in California, and even the Beaumont letters off of Interstate 10, I don't think that's an adequate comparison for what we have right now. If we had the things that we need to draw people to Pleasure Island for spending almost $500,000 on a photo opportunity, I could get behind this a little bit more. But I feel like this is a project where we are once again putting the cart way before the horse, and it's something that we should sit on and wait for a while.
Okay. Are we, Councilmember Lewis?
City Manager, what is your purpose for this, for promotion, or what is it about?
Both promotion and identification of Pleasure Island.
One of the things that I know, I don't know what happened. We've missed opportunities on developments on Pleasure Island. When I decided to run for council again, I made a few phone calls to developers. I agree we need to promote the island, okay? There's a lot of things that we can do for some amenities. I've been wanting to put a beach back there. That's another story. We're going to get it, okay? But I called a developer that did a presentation here before the city council. He wanted to buy 300 acres. Wanted to buy 300 acres.
Councilmember Lewis, we need to stay on track.
It's about promoting the island.
But we have an item that we need to vote on here.
Yes, I understand.
About
this is a photo op. This is about promoting the island.
We need to go ahead.
Just briefly.
Yes, sir. Go. 2 minutes.
But council need to pay more attention to opportunities to develop the island, okay? After 1 year of doing the presentation, I called him and asked him, is he still interested? He said, nobody. After 1 year, nobody contacted him. And his investors had moved on. And this guy here is the one that built the medical center and all the Saltgrass, developed all of that. Mm-hmm. And nobody on the council paid attention to it.
Okay, Councilmember Doucette.
Yes. In terms of what Councilwoman Becca mentioned, I just had one question I had in the beginning. Right now, we have the 2 developments. We have, in fact, 3 developments talking about the island right now. So we have something in the make for the island. We're in the process of maybe losing some property up there. So our revenue right now is shaky. It's shaky. So my question would be, without saying that this is not a good project or we shouldn't be done, I question the timeliness too right now. We're going to put this much money, $500,000 right now, and we're going to end up losing revenue based on what we see happening. Is it smart? Now, that's just my opinion. I think we need to kind of get a feel for where we are, you know.
It's time for a vote. We're going to do a roll call vote, or?
Mayor Moses, I'd like to speak on this real quick.
Oh, sure. You may enter the front. You've been named.
I won't take too much of your time. My name is Holland Hoffer.
And your address.
I live at 3710 Pleasure Island. I'd like to say it's very nice to see you tonight. It's nice to have a new face mayor in here. The meeting has gone much quicker and much smoother than it's ever been. I've been to every meeting in the last 3 months, and this is a delight. So thank you very much. On this matter, I just learned tonight that an entire fire station can be repaired for less than the cost of this photo op project. For nearly $500,000, there's so many other things that can be done. If we're going to do infrastructure repairs, if we're not going to do the infrastructure repairs that are needed on the island, let's do improvements that are actually going to bring people to Port Arthur, or the island specifically. Lighting on the fishing pier at the north end has been requested by a lot of people. I live on the island. I speak on behalf of a lot of the residents when I'm here talking about this stuff. And we want things that'll bring people out there. A photo booth has no interest at this time. No one's going to drive 30 minutes to come take a picture. People are going to come to go fishing, though. At the last meeting, a city council member actually, unfortunately, tried to intimidate me when I was sitting in the crowd. Spoke to me about IQ versus EQ. I wasn't even speaking, and apparently some of the council thought it was okay to talk down to the citizens that day when they came to watch the meetings. I'm going to ask council now, was there any IQ or EQ made when we were making decisions about just photo op for almost $500,000? Was anything taken into EQ about what the citizens thought about this? This project is stupid. It shows how out of touch some of the members are with what's actually going on in the community. And after hearing how much it costs to repair a fire station, we're going to put in a photo op that no one even uses. No one even uses half the stuff that's out there right now. People are not coming to Pleasure Island to take pictures of themselves next to a sign. They're coming to enjoy nature, and they're coming to enjoy what the island has to offer. Let's put the money into what people want, and let's stop wasting it on projects like this. It sure doesn't cost that much to build a photo op area. So honestly, God only knows where this money is actually going. For that price, you could have built a second pier on the South Levee, which would attract hundreds of fishermen on a daily basis. If y'all go out to the island on the weekend and you just drive by, I'm sure some of y'all do, it's fishing out there. It's birding. That's what people are coming to do. People are coming to sightsee. They're coming to take their families out. They want to enjoy stuff like that. They're not coming to a $400,000 photo op. If we spent that on another pier or got lighting or parking lot lights done, you would see such a difference in there. And then we could have this photo op and stuff like that when people are already out there. But they're not going to come for that. If you want to make real improvements, then leave the island alone. I'm speaking on behalf of many of the residents. We want the island preserved the way it is. If you want people to continue to come out there and you want it to grow, then let's grow the island in areas that serve the entire community. People come to fish. People come to enjoy nature. Let's start using that money towards projects that would benefit everybody. Sorry for my long speech. I was going to try and talk off my head. I would use my notes, but this is a big deal, and let's think about this before we vote on it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilmember Frank?
Yes. One of the questions I wanted to ask was the money that was being donated was, I'm sorry, the $200,000 that was being donated, was it being donated specifically for this project, or was it was donated specifically for the project that we're looking at? So it is either use it for this or nothing. So if I'm hearing correctly, then Council Beckham's comment is moot because we can't put it in an account to draw interest from. Because if we either get the money or we don't get the money for this project. So we couldn't take the money and put it in an account, and we couldn't put it in an account and draw interest on it for anything else. It is either for this project or we decide to take our money, put it with it, and do something productive with it.
We already accepted the money.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because we're choosing to do the
Okay.
project.
Well, then where is the money?
Based-
Okay.
Well,
We're going to go
I mean,
one at a
wait,
time.
I'm talking.
Right now, I have not given
I still
Councilman
have the
Beckham
floor.
opportunity to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now,
So-
Councilmember Frank is speaking.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, Tiffany, Councilmember Everfield had her hand up
So it is
earlier.
either do this project or not get it done at any particular time unless we pay for it all. I have always been of the particular opinion that we can walk and chew gum at the same time. That we don't have to stay where we are, that we can do projects that are beneficial and beautiful for the city of Port Arthur as we're going somewhere. But when I first got on council, there was nothing on the island. Since I've gotten on council, not because of me, but because of the entirety of the council moving forward, we've gotten the bird sanctuary, we've gotten individuals to come and to developers to come. So we are moving in the right direction. Your comment was, sir, and I appreciate citizens coming, but your comment was that if you want the island to move forward, leave the island alone. Can't do it.
This is what I
Well,
gave
no,
you
no,
two.
no,
I gave
let me
two.
finish.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead.
Hold-
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Let me
sir,
finish.
I have to give you permission to speak.
Ma'am, I'm sorry.
Let me
Okay.
finish. Your comment is the way that you feel, but you can't move forward and stay still. Can't do it. It's an impossibility. So you have to move. You have to make movements. So I am going to vote for this to go forward.
Thank you, Councilmember Frank. Councilmember Everfield.
Thank you, Mayor. I am extremely excited about all the things that are going on in Pleasure Island. And people do drive 30 minutes to take pictures. People drove an hour to ride jet skis last month. So people are engaged and very excited about the activities that are going on in Pleasure on Pleasure Island. This funding, we greatly appreciate the donation that we have received. They were extremely specific about what we could use the money for, and I'm grateful in asking for support for council to match those funds so that we can move forward and continue to beautify Pleasure Island while we also beautify the rest of the city.
Okay, Councilmember Beckham.
Lynn, could you come up and tell us where that $200,000 donation was deposited and what that money's doing right now? And Councilmember Frank, I think you may have misunderstood or misinterpreted what I said. I'm not saying not to use this money for it because I understand that it's been donated for this specific project. My point is the timing is not right. The timing is not right. Lynn.
Lynn Boswell, Director of Finance, Mayor, Council members. The money was deposited in the 450 account for Pleasure Island, which acts as an enterprise fund. It can't be used for anything else. Technically, it is restricted. If you're asking where that money is right now, that's exactly where that is at. That is what is contributing to how this was all budgeted.
Okay.
And so it's in that account. It can
that's
stay in
correct.
that account. There's not a time limit on how long it can stay in that account. It just has to be used for this project. Is that correct?
That is correct. That was the limitation from Chenier.
Thank you.
Thank you. Council Member Kinlaw. Then we're going to go to a vote.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. You got somebody that want to talk? Oh, okay. All right, well, my thing, and just to address the citizen that spoke earlier, we are addressing the lighting in the docks out there. That's something, I'm a big fisherman. I have a boat. I'm always at Pleasure Island. That's one of the main things I've talked with Ron the last couple of months about, ensuring that we develop the island. But when you go on vacations, when you go to Kima, you see a big sign, Kima. Mm-hmm. When you go to Cancun, you see a big old sign that say Cancun. I don't understand why is it so hard that we're trying, and, me, I'm just going to speak for me, that we're trying to develop. That's going to make it look better than what it is now. So, I understand and council members understand that what this amount of money was earmarked for, the $200K. I've asked Ron, I've talked with Cole Hart's here up there. But our job is to ensure that we benefit the whole city. We are addressing streets. We are addressing drainage. We are addressing new facilities in the city. So I don't think no one on this council has ever stopped that. But the island is part of the city of Port Arthur, and our job is to ensure that we do it for every citizen in the city. And you live there. And that sign will look so nice. And if we have a difference of opinion, that may be okay. But when you go on vacation, you see big signs like that. People come. The bird watchers you talk about, they're going to be wanting to take pictures there. And that's to draw attention to and what we're trying to do is draw attention to the city of Port Arthur. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Okay, I have two people from the audience. City Attorney, do we have a limit on the speaking from the audience and continually? So come on up, Mr. Hoffer. Sorry, thank you.
It's okay.
And then I think Alicia, if you come on and get ready to come behind him, please, so we can move on.
I'll make this brief.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If this money was already allotted for this project, the $200K, I don't know why it wasn't discussed back then, because I think there could have been a lot of other things that would have been better spent on. As far as the lights go, I've been talking about this since 2021. I've got proof in the paper and online with the Port Arthur city website. Nothing's been done about it, unfortunately. And I tried to contact George Davis about it recently. Not only was he rude, but he was almost threatening online. What I said, and I'll say it again, if you're not going to make improvements, leave the island alone. If you want to make improvements and have it grow and have people come out here, then grow the island in areas that serve the community. That's what I was trying to say. If you want to grow it in areas that are going to help. People aren't going to drive 30 minutes just to take a picture of the sign, let's be honest. I mean, also, I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk to anyone directly, but the event we were talking about, I went to it. I didn't see any jet skis rented. I literally saw 2 paddle boats being rented.
Mr. Hoffer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you got up to speak toward the Pleasure Island sign.
The sign,
we're not going to
okay.
go on with the other commentation about what happened on the island at this time. I will have Miss come up and give your name, your first name, last name.
Am I done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Moses.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mayor Moses.
Appreciate you.
Good evening. My name is Alicia Flood, 4221 Jimmy Johnson Boulevard. I am very excited. I moved here in 1998, and the first place I went was Pleasure Island. There was a restaurant over there. It was a lot of happenings over there. That's where we went to have fun and just enjoy with your family. I still go over there, but it's not the same. Just this past weekend, we had to go to Lake Charles to enjoy a lazy river for my daughter's birthday. So I am very excited about all the projects that are about to take place in Pleasure Island. You have to start somewhere, and you have to do it. It's a part of Port Arthur, and I hope that the City Council would take in consideration in your voting that this is a necessary project, because we're tired of taking our money other places, okay? So let's get it done. I'm finished.
With that being said, we're going to go to our vote. And we're going to do a roll call vote, or we want to just go? Okay, let's go. All in favor? Aye. The ayes have it. 1 no. And we will move forward with